All right, so this is 10-2, and here we're going to look at arithmetic sequences. And an arithmetic sequence is a sequence where each term after the first term differs from the preceding term by a constant. And really what that means is that we're either adding the same amount or subtracting the same amount from each term to the next. So for example, here we go from 142 to 146 to 150. Our common difference is 4. We're adding 4 each time. Or here we have 8, 3, -2, -7, and we're subtracting 5, so our common difference is -5. And this formula right here is the formula for the general term. If I wanted to find the 100th term or the 1000th term, this is what I would be using. So let's go ahead and look at a couple examples. It says, find the 8th term of the arithmetic sequence whose first term is 4 and common difference is -7. So a sub 8 is going to be, actually, you know what, before we write a sub 8, why don't we talk about this in general terms first. So let's just do a sub n. And using this here, my first term is 4, so 4 plus n minus 1, we're keeping it general, and then our common difference is -7. So I can rewrite that as a sub n is equal to, distributing the -7, -7n plus 11. Okay. So that's the general term. Now if I wanted to find the 8th term, a sub 8, I would just plug in 8 then. So -7 times 8 plus 11, and that's going to give me -45. Okay. Now we can also talk about the sum of terms. So if we see s sub n, we're talking about a sum. And then if I want to add terms 1 to n, this is the formula that I'm going to be using. Okay. So it says find the sum of the first 100 terms of the sequence given here. So I need to find my common difference. And looking at each of these terms, my common difference is going to be 2. This is my first term. And we want to find a sub 100. That's what we need to find out here. So I can use my formula. A sub 100 is going to equal 1, our first term, plus the term we're looking for. And there we go. So here we go, and we have 100 minus 1 is 99. And times 2 plus 1, and s sub 100 is going to be 199. So then for finding the sum, we have s sub 100, the sum of the first 100 terms. We're going to have n, the number of terms, which is 100, divided by 2. And our first term is 1, and our nth term, in this case 100th term, is 199. And 1 plus 199 is 200, divided by 2 is 100. 100 times 100 is 10,000. So if I was to add up the first 100 terms of the sequence, it would equal 10,000. Now one last example here. We have the summation notation from 1 to 25, and this is the formula that we're using. We want to find the sum. So not a, but s sub 25. So this would be 25 terms. And our first term and our last term we need to find. So our first term would be plugging in 1. 5 times 1 is 5, minus 9 is -4. And plugging in 25, 5 times 25 minus 9 is going to give us 116. So then the sum is going to be -4 plus 116. And the sum of the first 25 terms is 1400. And that's the end of section 2.